Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode we are going over the changes we made over the winter and checking out the progress we've made. Today is June 11th and as you can see we're staring here at the strawberries. These strawberries are about 4 years old and they're producing some decent little berries here and some really teeny tiny berries, but it's not doing too bad. Now zooming out here, you can see there's quite the gap there. I didn't weed at all until probably a month ago, and the weeds kind of took over. In fact, there's a couple right over there I need to get. It came back, and it kind of looks like it almost killed these two off, but they're fighting. I did an interesting experiment by planting some strawberries across the yard and covering them with greenhouse, and well, let's check out what they did. As you can see, they just went wild, just freaking crazy. There was just 4 little plants last year, and they are just out to take over the world. I mean, look at that. It's trying, well, you can't see with the sun there. Look at that. Trying to get out. Let me out! You cannot contain me. You cannot take our freedom! Sorry. So I recently uncovered these probably 3 weeks ago, because they weren't producing any strawberries at all. They were just shooting across like this and expanding like mad. And now we're starting to, I'm thinking that it was probably too warm, and that's probably what they do when it gets too hot. But now, I'm starting to see we're getting some. In fact, these are a different strain of strawberry. I don't remember what they're called, but they're supposed to taste like pineapple. So that's pretty cool, and I'm excited to see how these do. I'm thinking next year's probably going to be a great crop. This year it's probably too late, at least for a good one. And moving over here, I still have an area that is covered with greenhouse. And well, let's uncover it and check it out. So here we are going into the area where it was covered by the greenhouse, and it's doing quite well. We've got some spaghetti squash, and that one I should probably just pull. There's a fresh one I just planted not that long ago. I'm surprised how quick it popped up. That's probably only a week and a half old. So some of these are thriving pretty good. Strawberries are going to try and take over. And this is, what is this? I don't even remember. There it is, butternut squash. I might have to separate these. But they are doing very, very, very well. And then over here, some cucumber. It's kind of, I don't know. Not a whole lot there. The cucumber was some pretty old seeds, so I'm not sure how well they're going to do. But it's very interesting. It's my first year using a greenhouse cover, and it's really made a huge difference for me. And moving over here, we've got our lovely kale. It is, well, it's early to mid-June, so it's sprouting. And I planted some seeds along here, and nothing except for the occasional weed is popping up. This has just been uncovered the whole time. And we got a little bit going on here, but not a whole lot without the cover. So I'm thinking next year I'm going to cover everything. And moving over here, we have more greenhouse. This is the one that was over the strawberries. Earlier in the year, it wasn't covered, this area. And now it is. But I wanted to give this area a boost, so let's uncover it and see what it looks like underneath. And as you can see, not a whole lot's grown. Doing okay with what is there. Got a little bit of leafage there. Some nice leafy greens here and here. But not a whole lot survived. These are also, I think, 2-year-old seeds, so that's probably part of it. I replanted recently and then put this cover on. So hopefully the cover will help some. But for now, we won't be doing too much for the salads. Let's move on to the next bed. So over here we have our lovely trellis for our sugar snap peas to grow up or climb up. These I just planted about a week ago and they're starting to pop up real good. I did have some that I originally planted months ago and it was just too cold. They all died off. And also in this area, we've got some, what do we have? Looks like these are jalapeno. I Don't know how much we'll get out of them, but hopefully we get something in the fall. Over here, there's one lonely Serrano. I planted some more about a week or so ago, so we'll see if they pop up. I really should have covered this area too. Next year it'll be covered. And then over here I planted some green beans. There's the first one to really pop up. There's another one. And there's another. Oh, and hey, another. So we're starting to get some green beans. That'll be good. And as you can see here, we have more greenhouse, a little bit of leafage trying to crawl its way out. Let's uncover it and check it out. So as you can see right here, we have some serious potato growage going on right here. This was originally tomatoes that I was trying to grow, but it just couldn't take the cold. And I didn't have the greenhouse here. I moved it from another spot. And I'm not sure if this is a weed or if this is a tomato that finally started to grow, so I'm going to let it grow out a little more, give it a shot. But otherwise, it's all pretty much potato. I just planted some more in pretty much all the gaps. Let's zoom back out. So right up through the middle, I planted 3 there, planted 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So these are all going to be red potatoes. Moving on to our next bed, we have a bunch of failed attempts at growing. In fact, where are they? Oh, there's one. That was something right there. This was all either romaine lettuce or celery. I tried to save the ends, water them and plant them and try and get them to grow. I've had some success with it, but this year's round, none have survived. Right over here, we've got some onions. I was actually given these starts last year. They died off, withered away. I thought they were pretty much gone. And over the winter, we had a nice snowstorm and everything, and they came back. They came back, so I can't wait to harvest these. These are ready to go. And unlike my failed attempt here, and all around here, this right here is a green onion I bought from the store about a year ago. Kept the ends, soaked them in water, planted them, and it has grown. And to give you an idea, this is right here, almost sternum level. Probably 4 foot high. Just huge. Now, is there anything I can really do with green onion this big? I mean, that is just sturdy. That is thick. No, at this point it's a novelty. I did use it some last year when it was growing, and it was impressively big at that point too. And yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty fun. And also, you can kind of see right here, planted some tomato. This one's starting to come up. I might not get anything red this year out of tomatoes, but green tomatoes make nice salsa. And well, more greenhouse. Let's uncover it and check it out. All right, well, this is an unfortunate time of day to be recording because the sun is really glaring, but it's been really windy the last week and I just haven't had a chance to get a time slot when it wasn't windy, so I'm just doing it now when it's windy. But anyway, we have some tomato that's finally trying to grow there, tomato there, tomato there, and there, and there, and there. So they're doing all right. Oh, looks like one more right there. Wait, is it? Maybe that's a weed. Yeah, we'll give it a chance. So I planted these with the others, and neither were covered. Tried to get them to grow. Didn't grow, didn't grow. Weather finally warmed up a little bit. I thought it was warm enough at the time, but it wasn't. And they started sprouting up, or some of them did anyway. And the rest, I think the smaller ones, like those 2 over there, which I need to thin down or move, those I planted from seed just a few weeks ago, so they're doing pretty good with the greenhouse. And you've probably spotted, like say there, and there, and there, and there, and there, more potato. These are russet potatoes. Hopefully they don't interfere with the tomato. Tomato, potato, tomato, potato. hopefully we can make it all work. Well, that's our garden summary for the day. I'll try and get you an update in a week or so. Let you know how everything's going. Hopefully we can see some things popping up that weren't here before. I planted some corn. I don't even remember where, because it was just random spots, and it's 4-year-old corn seeds, so we'll see if any of them actually pop up. And until we catch you in the next video, have a great rest of your day.